Well, so a few days ago, I found out that my ancestry, the highest concentration, is in Nigeria. Okay? And I found out the others like Mali and Ghana, but the highest concentration of my ancestors are in Nigeria. And that was quite confirming because the first time I went to Africa was last year. And I went to Nigeria. I didn't know that I had the highest concentration of my ancestors in Nigeria. Now, I knew they were in West Africa, but I didn't know. And then in October of last year, I believe it was October, I met Dr. Wande Abimbola, who's a Babalawo, a well-known Babalawo in Nigeria. And then my husband sent me a video of masquerade in Nigeria. And I started crying. This is before I got my results. I just started crying. I felt this strong ancestor presence. He's like, why are you crying? I'm like, I don't know. But then when I look at my journey, my life journey, all the things that I've done, he had already told me, you've been around Nigerians your whole life. I've been around Jamaicans. I've been around people from Trinidad and so forth and so on, all throughout the Caribbean. So when I went to Nigeria, it wasn't like I felt like I was home because I had always been around Nigerians. It wasn't anything different. It wasn't like an out-of-body experience like a lot of African Americans, when they go home, they feel like, oh my God, I'm home. I've always felt home in the presence of Africans in America that were born in other places like Jamaica and Trinidad. So, and Guyana and St. Lucia and Grenada and all of that, Caracol, Tobago. I mean, it's just been that kind of life for me. See, I'm representing Trinidad this morning. So anyway, I mean, a few days before I got my results, I had went outside and I found this stick. And I said, I'm going to do something with this stick. So a lot of things have been happening. A lot of chips have been falling into place. A lot of things revealed. But when I went to Nigeria, it wasn't like I was sad. I was sad because I saw where the culture was getting lost because people were in survival mode. Yeah, they're Africans, but just being able to celebrate the culture in every day of their life, it's like it's buried. I just saw African people. I didn't feel the presence of the ancestors when I was there. And then I saw the buildings were so dilapidated, it made me worry. I was like, oh my God, the buildings look like they're gonna fall. And if they fall, my people, I already identify with African people throughout the diaspora as my people. So whatever affects them affects me. That's how strong the connection is. Whatever they feel, I'm feeling it to the core. Not just feeling it, but feeling it to the core, where it's very painful. Because it's what I felt was no one cares about the people. I wasn't just down there. You know how some people go down there and they vlog and they want to know the food, the culture, the marketplace. I was not. I always immerse myself in the people as a local, as this is where I'm supposed to be. I don't act like an outsider coming in to observe, because my ancestors are guiding me through every trod I've taken, whether it was in Jamaica, Tobago, Trinidad. Those are the places I went to before I got to Africa. So I never go like a tourist. But the thing is, people like to tell you what you are. I have found that people throughout the diaspora will try to tell you, you're American, you're American. They don't know the trod of a lot of Americans. A lot of Americans feel disconnected from American culture because they have always had to fight for presence, or, you know, just some acknowledgement, like, and credit for their accomplishments. So they don't feel at home, but then some of them are still conflicted and try to claim America, which is never going to happen. They're never going to totally, fully accept African Americans and give them their rightful, equal claim to this place. But I didn't ever wanted that. I always wanted to know what's up with Africa and African people. That's all I've ever wanted to know. So I have a video that I'm going to upload where I talk about an elder who said that you are just culturally lost when you don't have your mother tongue. Well, that is a lie, because my ancestors has always guided me. They have always guided me, and they have led me home. And I'm grateful to my grandfather, who never forgot, who never let go. He only had one song that he felt was from Africa. And he felt we should sing this to every child that was born in remembrance of Africa. And every child, from what I know, as far as I know, in our family has been saying that song too. And I'm grateful to him for never letting go, even when he had to join, when he first came to New York. And I don't know what he was doing in the South as far as his religious affiliation, but I know when he came to New York, he attended the African Methodist Episcopal Church, which he was still trying to keep, because that's all he had. That's all the knowledge that he had. So when Africans on the motherland they have access to certain cultural history and values and rituals, and they do not partake and they pass it over, they don't understand. And that's what we tend to do. We take for granted the things that we have access to, thinking it's always going to be there. But, you know, not knowing your language, not having access to your language, and then you see other people try to assimilate and lose their accent, lose their language. That's the trick. So there was an elder who said that those who don't know their mother tongue are culturally lost. She is so wrong. Only if you choose to be lost. I'm not. Thank you.